Sultan Ali Neseka Kirodo. Right now, Teso Vibez. Teso Vibez is on Facebook. Teso Vibez is on YouTube. Teso Vibez is on Twitter. What you have to do is just subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to turn on the bell icon to see notifications whenever we upload a new video. I want to appreciate everyone who has subscribed to our channel and every person who watches our videos every day. Thank you so much. Teso Vibez brings you all the latest news from Teso and around Uganda. We bring you celebrity gossip, we bring you celebrity interviews and all live shows from Teso. Today on the program, I have one gentleman who has excelled in the just released UCE results. Akuronga yogan bednes do salimone alimone kekirore. Yogaben.
Yoganoi.
Abia wojo.
Tamet chotona cheka.
Olmo ekisakirore.
Kakirore begu Jessy.
Jessy Junta, our ragat superstar.
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations, Jessy Junta.
Thank you, my brother.
23. 23, that's Division 1.
Yes.
Okay. Which subject did you do well?
It was history and CRA.
What did you get there?
1-1.
Division 1. DPLO is CRA Division 1. History Division 1. Okay. No, what was the worst subject?
The worst subject was chemistry, biology, geography. 4.
Science, that 4 is not bad. So he tried. He did his best. Just which school were you studying from?
Yes, I was in a school in Kaliro district.
What was the name of the school?
School was Kanambatiko Secondary School.
Okay.
And I know you have never heard of it.
Why did you go to Kaliro?
You know, it's a very long story. Yes.
Let's know your story.
Okay. You know, like, this actually would be my first year in university.
Then what happened?
Yes, I was out of school for 2 years. And those 2 years I was into what we call the conscious movement. I was trying to pursue something. I don't know whether you know about the conscious movement.
Conscious movement. Conscious movement. What's conscious movement?
Conscious movement, actually, this is Africa, okay, like Africanicity. What we want Africa to be, and okay, the originality of Africa. Yes, you enter and you pass.
You're not in Africa, Ashom.
I know, yes. But you know how our education used to be. You see, like our education, the people, you yourself, the people who are invading our education structure in our country. Is where you find even the history that they teach us that it's our history, it's not our history. They tell us our history started from slavery. How, from where?
So how exactly were you pursuing that consciousness, whatever you have said about it? What time were you pursuing it?
Okay, you see, it's a wide movement. It is Africa-wide, and there are so many people in it. And there are also 3 artists here in Teso who are also in it.
Is it okay if you mention the name?
No, it's okay because it's Africa. All of them have that heart of Africa.
Yes.
Most Rollies, Ohas, Blackbird, yes. Then after Ohas also there is this artist that you always talk about. I know you know him well. No, I'm not trying to mention his name, but himself, there was a time where something so critical had happened to him, and he decided to withdraw from the music scene. So sometimes I feel it conflicting to bring in his name.
Okay.
But
so
then,
what have not good to understand that Africanity exactly?
Okay.
I'm not good to understand it.
Okay, you see, Ali, the thing is like this. When I was at school,
yes, please.
I used to do well. Yes, I used to, because I remember I even sat for my P7 when I was in P6. That's when I started.
You're naturally bright boy.
I think so. Then when I moved on up to senior 3, then from senior 3 is when I got into this. But my coming back to school, parents don't take it the way we understand it. There are things that we want to pursue, but our parents, their goal, what they fixed into the minds of parents here in Africa, education is the only way to go. Yes, so because I'd put education on hold, I had to come back home the time now I saw like I needed it, because why I'm doing education is not to get a job or to get something else. That is what I'm trying to target at getting from it.
How did your parents feel when
they were not okay completely? They were not okay. And you see, Ali, I had to go back home. Then when I went back home, I had to think of a school outside Teso land.
Okay, that's why you went very far.
I could not study around Teso. The schools I was here, you enter school, the very first day people see you in school, the whole school is disorganized.
How?
You enter a class, all other students from other classes come to that class.
Because you're a superstar.
And you know how teachers also treat you.
Celebrity. I should become a celebrity.
No.
So take us through your experience at school. So when you were at Kalilo, they didn't know that you were an artist.
And that's why I chose that school.
So no one knew that you were an artist there.
No. I had to lay a low profile. I used to be on, even my hairstyle, I used to be on Shaolin cuts.
Of course, that is cool.
I used to be on Shaolin. And you see, like, it was me, myself, who had to move out and get a school that is away from Teso land, get a school that is away from any urban center.
But your parents paid the school fees, not so?
Not.
How did you get the school fees now?
I had to go, come from home, pick school fees for the first term, go and drop it there. And I told them it's only for this term we are paying tuition. Then I went to school, I reported, I did my best. But of course, you know, after all those years, catching up is something, you know.
I'm like, who was paying the school fees now?
Okay, I paid my tuition for my first term, but from second term, now I was in school bursary. But
because of your performance.
Performance then.
Wow,
then
that is great.
Then now when I used to be around school, the other school, actually it's not a developed school, but the environment is what I wanted. The environment,
away from home,
it's away from home, away from any music. You cannot hear anything, and the students that were there were boys and kids who I was seeing, their minds could not connect with mine. So the people I could connect with was the teachers. Because you know Busoga, how Busoga land is.
Okay, this is Jessy Junta will give us his story about this experience at school and exactly what happened, how we got the 23. Yes, this is Jessy Junta. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to share, like, comment, tell us what you think about our videos, what you want us to change and what you want us to bring. Who should we host next? Please just go and hit on the comment button, comment section. So Jessy Junta,
yes.
We're still continuing. So you chose now Kaliro. And your life was like of a commoner. How were you balancing music and the school? When were you producing music?
Okay, I did songs before I went.
Yeah, because I remember you released an album.
Yeah, I released an album.
So you were strategic and release your album before you went to school.
Yeah, I released it. But again, when I released the album, you know what happened? Internet and everywhere. And by the time it came back, I was in school.
Okay. So you didn't do well in promotion?
Yeah, I didn't give it promotion. And even when I came back, I wanted to embark on it in a different way, but I put it aside because it also had issues. You remember my issues with management.
Okay. I didn't get the issues very well. What happened to you with your management?
Management, actually, the management was okay, and always what I've always tried to do is always to make sure I batter them up. But you see on timelines, the timelines, the way they do their posting, yes, they hit at me, but I don't hit at them. But me, naturally, I don't see.
What issues with your management?
Yeah,
it was legacy. Is it legacy?
Okay, Offset Legacy.
Who owns Offset Legacy?
Offset Legacy is mine. Offset Legacy is mine. The management,
So
the management was called Graham GT.
So, but Offset Legacy is yours.
Yeah, the offset is mine then. So then, I didn't want to have any issues with them because those projects, it was theirs actually.
Management that was in charge.
Yeah, that album, that was their project that cleared for everything. And
so now,
me, I just didn't want to have strings and attachment. I just wanted to bring everything out. I started up in my own direction, and what I got was my project outside.
So
management
is your first project
outside management.
Right now, you don't have any manager.
Right now, yeah.
You're on your own.
Yes.
How is life? Like, isn't it hard?
I'm okay.
Is it hard?
No, I'm okay.
Financially, I know you need so many things.
Yeah. I know you know. I know you know how it is because you need this, you need that, and everything you want to do involves you putting in money.
Okay.
But of course, you know, the dream is always bigger than that feeling you have when you're putting in something.
So what inspired you to do the Awaragat song?
Our regard, it's in line with what I've been talking about because you see, that is Africa.
You Africanist, you as you call it.
Yeah, you know, you see, I'm longing. We are all longing for day.
Ora kwa orajo energy bit about Africanist. You would have come in a, like in a traditional attire. You know, to do the bling bling and whatever. Tiyo aje lakina song niliso likoto a culture.
You see, you see the thing. If you look at the verdict of modernity right now, it's in excess, you know. And for you to bring in someone whose mind usually taken up with what is in the verdict of modernity, you have to bring elements that they like, elements that they're living in. Then from there is where you draw them back. You see, like Burna Boy is in the same movement, but you see Burna Boy's way. It's the same issue. If you look at Chronix is the same thing.
Okay, so are we seeing Jessy Junta continue with school? Oh,
exactly. I'm going to have papers as far as I can get, whether degrees, PhD, as far as I can get.
So when they open schools, Jessy Junta will go and apply for senior 5 again?
Yes, I will go. Sure deal. But then, Ali, there's one thing I wanted to make clear, is that music is one career, then education is also another career. Yes, but music is complex in one way or the other. Because if you look at music in particular, you'll see that what is in education does not move with what is in music. They contradict. Either one goes down or the other goes up. And if the other one goes up, the one, you know,
so
have to go.
Okay. Some kids should quit school and they just focus on music, or what are you advising them?
No, meditation and having peace of mind. And if you look at even the music trend, so many artists, that is what has killed them. You cannot have peace of your mind. You want to move with the trend, the way things are moving, the way you want to stay relevant on social media, but by the time you start thinking you're staying relevant, you're actually destroying your image. You're here and there doing photo shoots, doing here, up and there, but when you look at the projects that you're putting in, they're not existing. And yet what we want is a foundation. Because if your foundation is strong, anyone can fall in for it. A better foundation is what we try to build.
Okay, that is Jessy Junta, Ebegu Jesse, who was he's still celebrating his results. He's still happy, he's still jolly, and we congratulate him and we congratulate all these Form 4 candidates that passed, and even those who did not pass. We pray that next time they get the better grades that they desire to. From as we conclude here, what is your last word to the people there? Maybe to the kids who are still at school, they're doing music at the same time. What is your word to them? What's your advice to them?
If you're at school, you be a schooler. Okay, it's not in English being a scholar, but I know you get what it is. You know, with the literature and what you say and you put in brackets.
You did?
I did lit, but I was just enrolling sideways. I was not so much into it, but anything you put in quotes is correct. Yeah. So if you're at school, you look at yourself and look at what you want from it. Don't be at school because you want to get a job. Don't be at school. Just get the wisdom and the knowledge. Okay, wisdom is inborn, but the knowledge, get the knowledge. Then, when you're doing music, don't fix in your hands and your legs to move in with the way your friends who are being rated with you are moving. You go your direction, but balance this one and the other one. And the only way you can balance that is to divide yourself into two. Like when I'm in music, I'm Jessy Junta. I go Jessy Junta way. Then when I'm in education, I'm Ebegu Jessy. And I don't want to hear about Jessy Junta when it's education.
Okay. It's education. You're Ebegu Jessy. Arra music, Jessy Junta.
Yes. Then Ebegu Jessy again can of course go in different ways. These things of family, you go to communities, you go in that normal life.
Okay. There's the last one. You've been attributing that song of yours, Agwaragat, to Emormor. Have you met Emormor before?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was it was at Etop.
And his experience with him?
Yes. He's heartbroken actually.
Why?
Because he was talking about what is happening. If you look at the way criticism is too much.
Who are criticizing him?
Yes, too much. People be like, there is no coordination between land and the head of the land. And yet for him, where the problem is, he made it very clear and open. It was like the problem was, you see, even for Emormor first, for him to get the place and position, so many people are talking that it's government issues that put him there, but no, it's not so. It is Ipolo Kolupore and sat down people who are entitled to do that. They sat down and the coronation went on well, and Jenja Kronu ngesi kedi imodote Jenja Kronu langerinoi. Those issues were there, and Imodote had to be the Emormor for East and then Podongesi overall because of issues of compound home and the rest.
Okay, thank you for your time, and for the viewers outside there, I will leave Jessy Junta with the capella of Awaragat. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and enjoy more of these videos. One love. I remain Sultan Ali, and this is Teso Vibez. Follow me on my personal handles, Sultan Ali, or follow us on our social medias of Teso Vibez on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. And let me leave Jessy Junta with giving us Awaragat.
Teso, the penalotic group ethnically. Tuna mesikina tekere Teso bala waragata tungali nerasi jasa waragit konye ateker no Teso ichetunga epepelekit iborejo kekitengo ijone bomakini ateker Teso the penalotic group ethnically fraune nachani Masai Kumam Turkana Karmojong unkeretu kukijo lokale. For now, let's discuss on the Teso in Eastern Uganda, preferably the wise men from the East, as they're known popularly. Upon to Lapa, Ethiopia, Niya Bukes, Yesu, Middle East, to the Alkemat no Uganda, gradually. Jalaknati Polokan Alkemato, Rasunete Kide, where we happen to be living currently. Lole Dumakine Teso, Katakwi, Amuria Soroti Serere Komingora, Buket di Kenya, Ethiopia, Papa More Morala, Kateker Kopekwana sincerely. Remember about Africa, let's love our own art. Let's believe in ourselves.